Hello, and welcome to Intentional Living with Dr. Constance Longmire. I am so glad you're here. I have some very special guests for you today. Team Grayson is in the house.
Hey.
We have Will and Laquita Grayson. Thank you so much for being on Intentional Living.
Thank you
just
so
give me a high
much.
five.
I
from
appreciate
here.
it.
There you go. There
Thanks
you
for
go.
coming.
We
Welcome
appreciate
to the
it.
show.
Thank you
How
so
are you both
much.
doing?
Very
Good.
excited, pretty
We're
good, doing well.
You know what, everybody, this is a power couple. If you ever seen one, they are a power couple. Tell me, how'd you two meet?
Well, I was living in Montgomery, Alabama at the time.
Okay.
I think it was 2006 or 7. I used to work for the Fox and Hound restaurant group, and she was with one of her girlfriends, and I was just doing a regular table visit. I just sat down and talked,
Yeah.
you know, and that's how we kind of met up. But it was a while before we made like first phone contact, so to speak.
He
you know
ain't
what I
called me
mean?
for 2 weeks.
You know, but
Will.
we was able to, in so many ways, garner a beautiful relationship, you know, outside of just, you know, kind of getting to know each other before getting to know each other, so to speak. So we were really close friends outside, you know, before, you know, we got into marriage.
That's awesome. You know, in reading your bio and just reading things about what you do, and you guys are awesome. So tell me, Will, you're those who may or may not know that you're a proprietor of what restaurant?
Outback Steakhouse, right.
Located where?
8250 Macedonia Commons Boulevard.
Somebody
you
gave
know.
a shout out there. And if
Right.
you ever been there, ladies and gentlemen, he walks around to the tables and he makes sure that you're okay.
Right.
So we're glad. And I want to talk about Laquita. You do candles. And when I was thinking about you all, I thought about, boy, what a way when you count your blessings and how you can give back. And tell me about the candles and how did that take place? How did that happen?
So I own Unique by Laquita. It's a candle line that I started about 6-7 months ago. It's called Lighting the Way to Survivorship, in reference to how the candle line is. I was going through some personal matters, some depression, and I started out as being therapeutic. And it literally helped me. And I'm like, you know what? If it helped me, it can help somebody else. So every candle that I do sell, I give a percentage back to the community, whether it's, you know, supporting victims of abuse, which is definitely near and dear to my heart, or, you know, other awarenesses as well. So.
Wonderful. That's it. So you just came up with the idea of candles. So Will, how are you involved in this wonderful candle making?
Well, I think it was like, you know, with a handful of sand, one can make a mountain, for her to say. So
Wonderful.
first and foremost, so what it started was she would screen pictures on candles that were, you know, we would purchase from, you know, let's say local stores or what have you, that were screened on. So when we looked at it, and you know, I'm always counting figures, so to speak. So as in regards to just more so like from an entrepreneurial standpoint and a low-cost producer, the thought process is, okay, what if we made said candles? Okay, so ultimately we went on YouTube and got the little, you know, a couple of videos in regards to how to curate your own candle, and that's what kind of took off. And ultimately incorporating certain scents and therapeutic aromas, you know, hashtag maybe like your Bath and Body Works type of deal, you know. So she was able to kind of, in so many ways, spawn that off, and now we have what we have.
May I take a
Yeah,
look?
Yeah, sure.
yeah.
It was definitely we, because when he told me, he's like, Quita, you can make your own candles. I'm like, no, I can't.
Ladies and gentlemen, look at these wonderful candles. Let me make. Oh, I'm not drinking, I'm sniffing. This is so pretty. So tell me, what
Thank
is the
you.
design, the thought behind this?
So the thought behind this, with the margarita gel candle,
Margarita gel.
yes. So
candle.
was the big Cleveland Browns. You know, they're gonna have a great season this year,
Yes, they
hopefully.
will, yes.
So I'm like,
Lake show at the lake show.
you know, and with these, the ones that I'm working on now, it's words of affirmation. You know, I am enough. Unapologetically me. In today's society, sometimes we feel like we're not enough. And you know, to gift someone that and to let them know, like, yeah, you are. You know, we all have those days.
This is I am enough. This is beautiful. I love your colors.
Thank you.
And I especially love the scents and all this. Do you have anything that's more of a masculine smell? These are very nice.
I do. I do have some masculine smells because trying not to be biased, but I do have like ocean breeze. I also do aromatherapy candles as well. Yes, you have so much glitter.
Oh,
right
that's
now.
just more fun for me.
So I just made this morning and I didn't seal the glitter, so I apologize.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. These are nice.
Yeah, and I think what's important is that the mental health aspects that what we want to kind of nurture here in regards to the message and the purpose behind her cause.
Definitely.
That is very nice. I like your words of affirmation. So how did that come about? Did these words just come to you, or there's something that you have went through, or?
So about
Excuse me while I continue.
Yeah, sure. In 2015, we went through a tragic situation where one of our little ones was assaulted, and it took us from more smiles, to less smiles. And when it comes to, they went from being happy to having suicidal thoughts, being depressed, being diagnosed with post-traumatic syndrome. So it's been a lot. Everyone says you have a beautiful family. Yes, we do, but we have a story to tell, as well. So right now, just seeing like hands-on depression, so I'm like, we have to do something to give back, to let people know like our story, our journey, and that you can get through it. You can get through it. So it's definitely near and dear.
That is very good, because so many times life can throw you a curveball.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Absolutely.
And you all seem to be, so by looking at you, you look like nothing ever tragic has ever happened.
Right.
But this was birthed out of tragedy.
Oh, definitely. And that's the thing, depression doesn't have a look, and that's what when I talk to and I mentor the youth and I tell my story, I'm like, don't never assume that someone that's all smiles is not going through something. Give them some words of encouragement and let them know it's okay, even though they may not, ask for it. So that's what we're doing.
That's very nice. And now, do they always come like this, all in a glass shape? Do you
Well,
have any,
no, I have different ones. I actually have like the mason jars, because everyone is not into glittery. I do the mason jars. I do just, whatever comes to mind, and I try to literally put a touch of unique on each candle that I do. So it's definitely, I love it. It helps. It healed. It's a healing process.
I can tell. You all just have such passion when you talk about it. So tell me about your children. How many children do you have?
4.
We have 4.
4.
And
awesome.
a glam baby.
Ah, a glam baby.
You said
said
glam.
glam. Yeah.
Glam baby. Okay.
A glam baby. I
Glam
love
baby.
it. I love it. That's
I had to
nice.
get used to that one, because you know how you make you feel old when you still got your youth looking at you.
I
But
hear
yeah,
you.
yeah,
I
yeah.
hear you.
So we're about 6 weeks old in regards to Naya Malia. That's my granddaughter.
She is a joy.
What, 22, 15, 11,
11 and 5.
You all know all the numbers.
Yes.
Yeah. First time grandparents?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You guys know all the numbers.
Yes.
Right.
That's
right.
nice. So how are the other 3 siblings? I know they're loving on the
Oh my
loving on their
goodness.
little niece.
Yes.
They
Spoiled.
embraced it.
Spoiled rotten. At first, our 5-year-old, he didn't know what an uncle was. He's like, I'm not about to be an uncle. And now that he knows, he's like, I'm an uncle. He loves it. He loves it. So,
that's
yes.
nice. Your family dynamic is so beautiful. It's just so loving. I feel the love and I feel the connection between you two. So how does that work? You're a proprietor of this restaurant that's fast paced, and you're a mom at home with 3 children. I heard you mention a 5-year-old. How does that mesh? And I know with 2 busy lives, and you're making candles.
It's challenging.
Oftentimes, I say it in jest. I don't deserve. You know what I mean? But she, for regards to a pillar of support, and she does, her business from home, and this is what we've kind of curated here, and
It's our norm now.
and it's ever evolving more than anything, and that's what's beautiful about our situation and about our cause, and being able to reach out and help others, through any means necessary, really.
Wonderful. I love the fact how you're giving back. Giving back, that is so dear to my heart. Anytime that you can reach back and help another person.
Oh, definitely.
Or just give, like you said, words of support, or in this case, some financial need that they may have for a nonprofit organization. So if someone wants to order this, order one, how do you have a website or anything? How can we order these wonderful candles? Oh my God.
So
I think I'm gonna take this one.
You can have that.
Thank you.
So right now mine is Teamgrayson1 at gmail.com. You can touch bases with me, and then I can always, give information, because I do have a boutique on Etsy.com.
Oh.
So it's a process.
Etsy?
Etsy, E-T-S-Y, yes.
Right,
I
okay.
love it. And, it's a process, because like I said, I started about 6 months ago. We are currently working on our business website. So to be
Wonderful.
coming up.
You have a lot going on, a lot of fantastic things that are
Thank
happening.
you.
So when we go into your website, or we email you what we want, do we tell you we want the one that says radiant? Do we say?
Yes, so when you email me, or you can go to Etsy.com, I can send then like more pictures and what I've done. If it's something that you like don't want, or you want something different, let me know. I'm all about creating.
Oh my God, I like when you said the mason jars. You don't have mason jars, but you're working on the mason jar.
Yes, I didn't bring the mason jars. I should have, but yes, I have mason jars, the 4 ounce, the 6 ounce, the 8 ounce. So, I'm aiming to please.
Wow. So we're in Northeast Ohio. So what organization have you helped? Have you donated so far?
Well, right now, I've given back to this awareness. I never heard of it, called Travis Awareness, basically childhood epilepsy. So if I've given back to there, there's a little girl that she's such an angel. She's from my hometown. So I've given back to that. Autism, I definitely, that's when you don't know a whole lot, you do research. And those parents, when I tell you, oh my goodness, I take my hat off, my shoe off, everything. So, working on that, my mother has a domestic violence seminar that she has every year. So I believe in giving back as well. Alabama is my roots, so that's just me. I will always support there as well as here, and I want to one day be global. So
wonderful. It starts with one step.
I know, exactly.
And one idea.
Exactly.
And that effort, the faith. The faith to believe, to keep going with that. This is wonderful. I really love what you all are doing, how you're giving back, and about your family and how you all are working together. Do kids make any candles? You have candles for kids?
Oh yes. So what we do, Maurice, he knows the process. Our 5-year-old. He's on the stove with me when I'm melting the wax. So what I do, like for birthday parties, if they have like a favorite character or something, just let me know, and I can fit up gift baskets, anything. It keeps me busy, and believe me, nothing can keep me over busy, because that I don't mind. I do not like. I like to stay busy.
Stay busy. All right.
So
what was the best thing you made so far? Your best or your favorite, either affirmation or you sticking with the browns or?
Well, she has these multicolored candles. Okay, and one of the things that I'm kind of like pushing her towards, or having more so team-based and theme-based around, whether it's multiple sclerosis, autism, but tricolored candles. So, I do have like, I'm a Browns fan, so we do have like, we do have the Browns colored. She has made one for like Ohio State. She's also curated candles based on fraternities and sororities and things of that nature. It's a little type of, novelty items that, wouldn't necessarily, be a purpose for a donation, but not so much I'm only putting dollar amounts to try to make it profit, but something that is anything that you could actually think of.
Right.
Those are some of the things that she came up with. So those are they're awesome.
Oh, I forgot I did do the multiple sclerosis one for Kim Sellers. Like I made her one, and she loved it. And when I saw her smile, I'm like, yes.
That is so nice. And I like it. You're not just about making a profit.
Oh, no.
It seems like making a profit doesn't make the
Right.
But when you're talking about it, you're saying, I want to give back.
Oh, yeah.
And you named some awesome organizations: Autism, the Kim Sellers Foundation. She is a go.
She's awesome.
Yeah, she's making big strides in Northeast
Yes,
Ohio.
exactly.
She's like our daughter for the state of Ohio, especially the city of
absolutely.
Cleveland. We all love ourselves
She
some
is
Kim Sellers.
amazing. Yes.
She is. She's a fighter. She's a strong woman. So I love how you are like giving back. This is not just profit. This is something that's helping someone.
Right.
So I encourage people, when you order, think about, this could go to the Cancer Foundation.
Right.
Or I'm helping autistic. That is really good. So there's no limit to what foundation you all will help.
Oh, no. When I started out, with our tragic situation we went through, I'm like, okay, this is just for victims of abuse. And then I got to thinking, like, just because you are a victim doesn't mean that it's about abuse. The goal is to be a survivor, whether you're a cancer survivor, just a survivor in general. So no bias, just any causes we all for. So
that's wonderful. That's good. So tell us again, how do we get in contact with you?
Teamgrayson1
Tim?
at gmail.com.
At gmail.com. Is there anything you want to say? Anything else about these wonderful candles, or you want to give us the recipe to the bloomin' onion or anything?
The recipe's not available, but I will be giving away shrimp starting next week on Wednesday. Steak and Unlimited shrimp, folks, August 14th.
All right, but tell us about the candles. Anything else? Am I missing something? These are wonderful.
What I would just add, when it comes to abuse and being assaulted, speak up, speak out. Because
tell us more about that.
So when in 2015 we found out that one of our little ones was sexually assaulted. We went to the news. They were great. They came right away, got the story, went to trial. 2017. It took 2 years. In between that, we dealt with self-harming and a lot of hospital visits. So he was found not guilty due to lack of evidence after 2 victims came forward. And when I tell you, we went through everything: angry, hurt, just whatever feeling you can think of besides happiness. That's what we felt. It's hard when you go through things, even if you're husband and wife and you're strong, to just really be there for one another. You want to blame somebody, but we're here. We're getting through it. Some days are worse, than others, but we're getting through it.
And I think that what's important is just the level of support that anyone, regardless of the situation, we just don't want to minimize what individuals or victims will potentially go through, but there has to be a listening out there. There has to be a sense of believability and a sense of nurturing for whomever said victim is, and to be able to have a level of comfort to reach out and get things addressed. We carry a lot of hardships with us as individuals, as people, and it's not always good to compartmentalize, because ultimately, oftentimes, you get less than favorable results due to that.
But what I will say as well, when it comes to the Rape Crisis Center, those advocates, amazing. Amazing. I don't wish anyone to have to go through it, but what they do, I couldn't do. To be at every trial, everything, every pre-trial, they're there. So I would give a shout out to them. They were amazing, and they do follow-ups. And so support is important because, even as a mother, all I heard was, "Oh, you're so strong." And inside mentally, I'm hurting. I feel like I'm dying inside. So I'm like, support is definitely needed, so.
Sounds like that you all came out on the other side.
We getting there.
Coming.
Oh yeah.
I listened to your story.
Win.
Been listening to your story, and I'm sitting here, and it's not many times that I'm speechless. At this time, my heart aches, but at the same time, I am celebrating how far you have gotten this far. And I know that came from your inner strength and from your faith.
Oh, yeah.
And just from the love and togetherness that you have for each other.
Yes.
And,
we had some prayer words. Oh my goodness. Some days I'm like, oh, I can't pray. Nobody's listening to me. And my mom was like, well, don't worry about it, baby. I got you. So that support, I'm telling you, it's a deal breaker. It really is.
And it's important. And I like the fact that you didn't minimize counseling either.
Oh, no.
That is very,
oh, my goodness.
very important.
It is. Because when we found out it happened, literally, I didn't go back to work a whole week until I found literally like a therapist to help her. And we've been to, since 2015, we still do counseling.
Very good.
We still do it. As a family, we do it because I tell everyone, it's okay. It doesn't mean that you aren't strong. It just means you need a little extra help to get through it. So, yes.
And I love it. It doesn't mean you're not strong. It just means it's an extra arm of support.
A sense of relief to address the elephant in the room, so to speak, in layman's terms, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely is.
That's good. I'm glad. I'm really glad. And look what was birthed from this. This is just, oh my God, this is just fantastic. And it seems like that this is just the beginning of many things that are going to come forward as you continue to work and work that creative side that you have going on. That is nice. So how is your family now? Everyone's good? Everyone's well?
Yeah, everyone is good. Our little one's going to kindergarten. I'm a little emotional, so, and our daughter's going to the 11th grade.
It's fine.
And Lily's going to the 6. So I'm like, where does time go?
Give you more time to make candles.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. From 8 to whatever time.
That is nice. I'm going to talk about the scents. Now, if I have a particular scent that I like, I happen to like lavender.
I love lavender. My mom
Okay.
was lavender vanilla. Yes.
So can we request a particular scent
Oh,
if you have it?
definitely,
Oh my God. So do you have any scents like cinnamon and
So I have.
Will is nodding his head. Like,
Yes.
we got it.
Lavender, eucalyptus, cinnamon, peppermint, you name it. Those are my aromatherapy ones. I also have like the fruity smells,
about
like
the coffee, too.
cucumber melon. Oh yeah, the coffee shop.
Yeah, coffee. Okay.
You have a coffee shop.
I make coffee shop candles. It literally smells like, I don't know, I'm not a coffee lover, but
Oh my God.
my mother-in-law is. So I made these coffee candles for her, and she was like, Quetta, because that's what she calls me. She's like, they smell really good. I'm like, I'm glad you like it, Miss Mabel, you know. So yeah, so whatever scent, you know, the vendor that I have is great. I love them, you know. So yeah, cucumber melon, mango, strawberry,
Wow.
you name it. And if I don't have it on stock, within 2 to 3 business days, I have it. So.
Oh wow, that's awesome. You got me at the coffee. 'Cause I can drink coffee from 8 in the morning to 11 at night.
Really?
Yes, I love the coffee. So you got me there at the coffee. If you hadn't brought this, I would have went for the coffee one. But I'm taking, you know, I have to see. What are those little things? That's that.
So,
I don't know if you saw
so
them.
it's symbolizing ice cubes.
Ice cubes. Oh
it's
my
still
God.
gel wax, but it's just
Okay.
like.
This is so neat. Look at this. I'm going to have fun with this. This is very nice. Definitely one of my favorite colors, too. I like that.
Thank
Oh,
you.
my God. You guys are just awesome. Anything you want to tell us? Anything you want to share about your candles, about your life? And you share with us how do we get in contact with you. Is there anything else that you want the world to know about Team Grayson?
You know, when you see us, we are what you see. You know, we're a family. We're not perfect, but we're perfect for one another. You know, our norm may not be someone else's normal because I literally, being a stay-at-home mom and a wife, if you would have asked me 15 years ago, absolutely not. But it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able. Some days I'm going insane. What am I supposed to do now? But this guy, he works crazy hours, and he deserves the best. And I know that he thinks I deserve the best, so we make it work. We make it work. So.
Will, any last minute?
As I
Anything you
said
want to tell
before,
us?
I don't know where I'd be without her.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Okay.
Oh, that's wonderful. And I like the fact that purpose came out of tragedy,
Right.
and creativity and purpose came. That's just, I'm excited on the inside about what I see. I'm excited about where you all are going as a family, and
Absolutely.
about that entrepreneur spirit that you have going on, Miss Laquita. This is just wonderful. All of these, I can't stop picking this up. And I
Thank
like
you.
this, the one, absolutely. I don't know who told you purple lavender is my favorite color. I don't know how the word got out, but this is my absolute favorite
Really?
color. This is really nice, and I like these. Ladies and gentlemen, you have got to support Team Grayson. Tell us one more time, how do we get in contact with you so we can get
Sure.
these wonderful candles?
Teamgrayson1@gmail.com.
That's awesome. You heard it here. Say it again, so don't forget it.
Teamgrayson1.
Teamgrayson1@gmail.com. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being part of another awesome intentional living with Team Grayson.